Well, hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just sitting here having a rest. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet, but I'm going to make myself one a minute because I've been busy since 9 o'clock this morning on my homemade swift that I made in my wool winder. But before that, I have a little moan. It's not a rant, it's a moan. And the problem is I went out on Wednesday to my bingo. Well, after I'd been in the shower and that, I put some, like this, Nivea cream on my face, because I do have a problem with dry, flaky skin on my face, and I am allergic to perfume. I can't wear perfume on my skin. If I do wear it, I put it on my clothes. And it's the same with deodorants. If there's any perfume at all in any deodorants, I can't wear them. The only one I think I can use is the Dove Original. That one seems to be okay. Well, like I'm saying, I put this Nivea on my face, and when I was out, it wasn't long afterwards, but my face felt like it was on fire. And my friend even said when I was at the bingo, she was saying, "Sheila, your face is red." And I says, "I know it feels hot and that, I don't know." I says, "It must be the rash thing I got it like around on my face. It must be erupting again." And anyway, I didn't think anything of it. I put a little bit more on when I came home, when I went to bed, before I went to bed and that. And when I went down my granddaughter's yesterday, my face was still sort of, felt hot and it was starting to get itchy. And my granddaughter's partner, Craig, he said to me, "What's the matter with your face, Sheila? It's all red. It's bright red," he says. "It's like you've got a rash," he says. "It's all around your face, around your brow and your chin." And I'm saying, "I don't know." I says, "I know I have trouble with this usually in the winter, though, when it's this bad." I says, "It's not usually in the summer." I says, "I just put either put coconut cream, I have some coconut cream, or the Nivea. That's usually what I just put on my face." I says, "That's all I put on, some cream." But I says, "It doesn't seem to be making any difference. My face is bright red." Never thought anything of it till today. When I put this cream on my face, I put a little bit on my legs as well. My legs has been all right, but I put some on my toes where I wear those, those flip-flop things that go between your toes, and I had a little bit dry skin there. I think it's off those, and I'd put a little bit on there as well, around the toe part, and my toe part, around my toes, between the big toe and that was where the little bit dry skin is. That was itching as well. I thought, well, it's just Nivea cream. That's all I put on. I couldn't understand. So just out of curiosity today, I looked at this. Somebody bought it for me for it's Christmas time, I think it was. I think it was one of my sons. And I mistook it for Nivea cream. It's not. It's Nivea shower cream. It's like a soapy thing for in the shower. And then when I read all the instructions on the back, parfum is French for perfume. It's got perfume in it, as no wonder my face has been in the state it's in and that, and my feet were itching as well and that. So advise anybody, read the labels on anything, especially if you're allergic to anything at all. And I'm doing a little bit more knitting on Tommy's cardigan today, and I don't care whether one of these needles is a little bit bigger or not. I can do these sort of patterns on it, and they're lovely needles to knit with. And I am going to take the chance and buy some more, because that was nice of Sandra to send these to me, and they're all lovely needles to knit with. So one or two other people said they've checked their needles and they're all right. So I think it's just been a one-off with me, and it's not a full size difference. It's a very fraction, just a fraction of a size different, and they are just so nice to knit with. So I am going to buy So I'll probably buy just the ones for the moment that I normally knit with. I'll probably get 325, 375, and 450. I'll probably try another pair of the 4mm ones. So, you know, I've won plenty at my bingo lately, so I've got plenty to pay for these things. Like, and as like saying, I do like them to knit with. I just seem to knit quicker with them. I think the wool just slides off the needles. That's what it is. They're very nice to knit with. So I'm not going to let one little problem with one needle put me off buying them. So anyway, I've been this morning since 9 o'clock using my homemade wool winder. No, not wool winder, the Swift. The homemade Swift. And I'm going to show you what I've been doing. This is my Swift, and these are some more of the hanks that I got off Sandra. Now this one is quite a big one, but these are all just little ones. Now what I thought was one big hank, which I don't know how I managed to get that because it's really hard and solid. I think I must have been tying them together on this one. But this, what I thought was one hank, it was actually 4 small hanks. And I thought there were just ties on them, and I was just tying them together. And when I was cutting the ties and tying them together, but they're actually, because the wool is so fine, it's like thread. I think they made them into 4 small hanks because it takes just as long to unwind one part of them, and I'll show you on the cone. Put that down so they don't all fall off. This is the last one. That's the last one I have to do. And as you can see, they're all split into different small hanks. And they're all tied. And I have to find the ties when I can separate one when I find where the tie is. Those ones, there's 2 together there. Yeah, there's 2 together there because that's a big tie there. But there's a tie. There's 2 together there, and I have to find them in there as well. There's a tie there and there's a tie there. And then they're tying the wool itself. When I find those 2 down, they're putting a tie on the small hanks, but they're using the exact same stuff like this, and it's like thread, and it's hard to find the end. Well, that's the big end. There, I found one there. That's what they're tying it with, the same stuff. But when I find a little tie like that, I know I've come to but I need to cut those off to separate these 2, and I think the other 2 are like that as well. Yes, there's a big tie like that. There, I don't know whether you can see because no, it's too much light, but there's a very thin tie across there that's separating each little hank. And each one of those hanks winds into one of these little balls on my wool winder. And you have to be careful when you wind it because it is very thin, very fine, and it snaps easy. But after a little few, rounds of turning it, and it got sort of going even, and I knew it was okay, because you have to untwist these when you put them on the Swift so that they're all going the same way, so that the wool isn't, twisted as it goes around. That's how it would snap. So I managed to get them all right, and then I was going like like hell for leather around the Swift. So it took me about an hour to do 3 of them. I think this is the last one I've got to do. I thought I'll have a break from it, but my Swift that I made, I thought it was going to take off. Actually, I was going that fast, winding the winder that fast, like I was going like this round the winder, and the Swift was going round and round and round like that, and it was coming up on I've got my holder for my kitchen roll. I've got the Swift on the hole in the middle of the Swift over that, and I had to put something on the top of the holder for my kitchen roll because it kept coming up, and I thought it was going to come up and start flying around the room. I was going that fast, but I was enjoying that. I was having a good time, having a bit thing, but my arm was starting to ache, so I needed a little bit rest. So I've got one more to do, so I'm just going to go and make myself a cup of coffee in a minute, or a cup of tea, and then I'll do the last one, and then I'm going to tackle those two that I had that was all cut ends. Try to sort them out to see where the if the ends finish, and I can get onto the any decent wool that's still left on them, because it is very expensive, that merino. It's lovely and soft. I don't know what kind of wool this is, whether it's just ordinary. It doesn't feel as soft, and probably when it's been washed it'll soften up, but I don't know whether this is merino or whether it's just ordinary wool. But it is pure wool, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take about maybe 4 of them. They're all falling off now. I'm going to take 4 like that, which might come out as 4-ply, but I'm going to do a little swatch doing 4 of them together and see how thick it comes out. But each hank is, the hank that I've got there was 134 grams, so probably got about 500 grams of it all together. So if I to make it, it'll either make it 4-ply if I do 4 like that together. I'm going to do a little swatch first to test it, to see what the thickness of them is, and if it's right, or maybe I might have to do 5 of them, I don't know. Whichever I do, I'm going to take all those little balls, or little cakes, I think they call them cakes when they're done on the thing, and I'm going to wind them again, but wind them in the number of strands together, because I don't want to be sitting pulling all these out of here. I'll do that many, but I have to do a little swatch first to find out what thickness it's going to come out. But when I've done those, I don't have any more hanks of anything to wind, so I won't need the Swift unless I buy any wool that's got that's in hanks. But if I see any bargains that is in hanks, we're having that Swift now, the homemade one, I would probably buy them to wind them on. But I'm going to try and make it, see if I can get a bit of plastic big enough, is what that is. I'll take all the wool off and I'm going to see if I can get a bit of plastic. As you can see, I had to put the little yogurt pot on the bottom. That was to lift it up off the table, because it was just flat on the table and that was stopping it from going round properly. That's why I had to put the little bit yogurt thing and the little ball on the bottom. But I'm going to see if I can find a bit of plastic so it'll go from that corner to that corner there, because I've had to add this extra piece for this this yarn, because it's a lot wider than what the other stuff was I was doing, and you know, so it's a big triangle. I think this probably from there to there is probably the same as this bit down here. I haven't measured it, but that could be. But my son may be coming up this this weekend, so I'll see if he's got anything that we can make with it. And he's quite handy, like he does things like that. He can work anything out. I think he got his dad's brain, or he might have got it from me as well, I don't know. But that's what I'll be doing anyway. Finish winding the wool I've got left to wind, and put it away until I need it again. But that's handy when you can think up and make something like that. Somebody says all I need to do now is to sell them, but I'll need a patent, get a patent for to make them, get somebody to make them. But at least that one, you know, I can't take the spindles off. They're just stuck on with duct tape, and that one there is just pushed through the plastic. I can just take that off. I just pushed it through the plastic, so I can take those spindles off and then just put that flat to put it away somewhere, you know. So that's my little bit for today, my little moan over with, and so the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you see what I get up to next. So bye for now.